And welcome back. This is Fearless Anderson running some more Division 2 for you. Today, we've got a short video for you. I am just absolutely in love with the Agitator. All right, here it is. It's not even maxed out. Proficiency rank only 6.5. And total damage isn't that great. Headshot damage is pretty decent for it. Damage to armor, et cetera, et cetera. You know, I mean, there's some things that I would change about it, but just running it stock completely as it came. Here's why. All right, so I have it equipped with my Striker hybrid build. Okay, so we got the Striker mask, backpack, gloves, and knee pads, and then I'm running with my Equalizer. Sorry, my Equalizer chest piece fully maxed out, except for my mods. I need to get maxed out mods. I just don't have them. But that perfect obliterate, okay, critical hits increase total weapon damage by 1% for 10 seconds, stacks up to 24 times. So that's an extra 25% roughly for total damage if you get your max stacks. Now you throw that in connection with the salvo and you are absolutely just obliterating everything in your path, pardon the pun. All right, so keep that in mind. Increased rate of fire, assault rifle damage. Now here's why I am loving it. Okay, so the Agitator does this. Okay, so while the weapon is holstered, it generates 50% less threat when shooting. Keeping this weapon holstered for 10 seconds will prime it. Okay, so when it's primed, swapping to the weapon grants you an extra 25% rate of fire, plus a 30% weapon damage, and you generate 100% more threat when shooting for 20 seconds. Now, threat is funky, but basically what it means is that you do more damage. Okay, so swapping from this weapon before the timer ends removes the bonuses. All right, so you want those bonuses. All right, so I have my handy dandy rock and roll equipped, ready to go on in, and you'll see exactly what happens as soon as I can push that button. All right, so pay attention to my when I switch over. All right, and that's why I am loving this gun. Increased fire rate, plain and simple. All right, so it is fun. Do I have it figured out perfectly? God, no. Okay, that is far from it, but holding on to it for 10 seconds, that timer lasts a good long while, plenty of time to send lead down range, and it really, really, really packs a punch as it's gotten stronger. So I'm enjoying it. I think they might have finally gotten it right. Where are you at?
At unsafe levels. Filters failing.
Yeah, buddy. Just got to let that timer run down. And, all right, letting it recalibrate, or whatever you call it. And I'm building up my stacks for my Striker build. So either way, I am a winner. Burp. Alright, ran out of stacks, but that's okay because we're down to the one last dude. And there we go. Loving it, having fun with it. Let me know what you think in the comments below. If you haven't already, hit that like, hit that subscribe button, and join the Fearless family. And come fight.
The theater settlement will be able to rest a little easier now.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, and all that. I mean, with this weapon, I'm slowly leveling it up with the 3 times XP modifier going on right now for this week. Use that to your advantage. I have leveled up all of the new armor sets with it. I'll be switching over. Actually, I think I should have done this already, but I hadn't. The Interchange. Okay, So the interchange is perfect back and forth. So swapping to this weapon grants a plus 13 rate of fire and plus 12% weapon damage for 10 seconds. So you swap to this, swap to that. When the timer runs out, swap back to it. So you are basically increasing your rate of fire and damage exponentially. Throw that in with your armor set that I'm running, and you will be a force to be reckoned with. So thanks for watching. Let me know what you think. Fearless out.